Hello and warmest of welcomes. Thank you so much for joining us for We All Shine Productions' third show, Intimate Perspectives. We're so glad to have you with us this evening. We All Shine Productions was created to keep theatre alive in the hearts of performers and patrons during these challenging times. Our vision has grown to include the desire to collaborate with artists across a variety of disciplines. We know you will enjoy our guest artists tonight, including visual artist Stephanie Snyder, dancer Brenna Barton, fire dancer Betsy Bowman, musician Natalie Renee, and our sketch comics Sheila Hughes-Carlini and Diva in the Rough Catherine Hughes. Tonight's theme focuses on different perspectives on sex and intimacy and includes a play about a sex therapy group and a play about a prostitute in a rural Canadian hotel in the 1960s. Given the nature of the content, please be advised that this show is meant for adult audiences. We recognize that sex can be a sensitive topic, so please be aware that these plays will include discussions around rape, premarital sex, and sexual aggression. All of the actors and production team are volunteering their time to bring quality entertainment into your home. If you enjoy the show and want to tip your actors, a GoFundMe campaign has been set up for donations. We All Shine Productions will be donating 50% of the money raised to charity. We will donate 40% of the money raised from Intimate Perspectives to Action Canada for Sexual Health and Rights. Another addition to We All Shine Productions will be to begin each rehearsal and performance and with a land acknowledgement, as you saw us do today. In order to do more than simply stating land acknowledgements, we have committed to donating 10% of the proceeds for every production we do to a First Nations charity. For the foreseeable future, this portion will go to True North Aid, who provides support to First Nations communities in Canada under 8 foundational stones: self-determination, reconciliation, water, food, health, housing, hope, and education. The remaining 50% of funds will be divided equally among the cast and crew of the production. You can find the link to the campaign in the YouTube description below or on the current production page of our website at www.weallshineproductions.com. It will remain open for donations until April 17th, 2021. Now please, enjoy the show. All right, looks like everyone is here. Welcome to We All Shine Productions, everyone.
Yeah, all right.
Just some housekeeping. We perform on Saturday, March 20th, 2021, live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The show is free and everyone here is unpaid.
Unpaid.
So everyone knows the theme of the show is sex and intimacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about it.
I'm glad to hear it. Given the sensitive matter, we're afraid people might get the wrong idea about the show. They're meant to be tasteful plays about people's perspectives on sex and intimacy. We want to stress that, in case people think otherwise. In fact, we've already had an anonymous complaint about the fact that there's a prostitute in the play.
Oh, that's me. Hi, everyone.
I didn't know you were a prostitute.
I'm not actually a prostitute.
Prostitute?
She's just playing a prostitute. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Sorry, I thought you required me to get a prostate exam. Never mind. We're good.
What?
Moving on.
Question.
Yes?
Well, my character's in a wine bar, so do I actually get to drink wine?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
I also have a question.
Yeah?
Who am I playing?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was the only one.
Is this a joke? Anyone else? Okay, clearly no one read the email that I spent so much time on.
How am I kissing Jayden?
You're kissing me?
Actually, we're cutting that.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Ignoring Dave.
Can I drink in rehearsal?
Still no.
Yeah, I still don't know who I am.
Does this role require me to strip?
Need any censoring?
Nope, no nudity.
Great, because I'm not doing that again.
Nobody's gonna have to take off their... What do you mean again?
I mean, I could.
So could I.
You don't have to.
Okay, fine, you talked me into it.
Yes.
Me too.
No.
Me too.
Everyone keep your shirts on.
Yes, please.
Too late.
Well, I'll start figuring out how to pixelate a Zoom call.
No need. No one is stripping.
Well, That's no fun.
Somebody should tell Jamie who he's playing. Who said that?
Okay, everyone, listen. I'm going to say this once. I've emailed you what roles you're playing.
Fine. Make me work for it.
There will be no drinking.
Too late.
From this point forward.
Fine.
And no one is taking off their clothes. If you already have, put them back on.
Me. Well, that's cute.
I know, right?
And there will be absolutely no nudity.
Man.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You can uncover your eyes now, Olivia.
I'm naked.
Ah,
Joan!
Oh, sorry, running late. I thought I was going to be there 20 minutes ago.
As did we.
I said I was sorry. Wow, this place used to be buzzing. You can hold a wake here now. How did you convince your boss to let us use this place?
I've been helping him out during the lockdown. I do him favors, so in return...
Okay, if I take this off? By the way, we haven't been introduced. I'm Jason.
hi, I'm Ashley.
Hi, sorry, right? Those days are over. Welcome to the group.
So, sex. That's what you talk about here, right?
We all met in a sex therapy group, and we went to Zoom after the lockdown. And after a few meetings, we were hacked by somebody who started swearing and describing some very bizarre sex acts. Dr. Locke, our therapist, ordered us to disconnect. He then logged off, but...
No one else did. That was the problem with Locke. Nobody listened to him.
Not true. He's a very good psychotherapist, and no interrupting. The rest of us found the Zoom hacker to be pretty interesting, actually, and...
Interesting if you find adolescent male fantasies interesting. We just stayed on to laugh as he ranted.
It was interesting. Interesting stuff. I wish we could have convinced him to join the group. Eventually he got bored and disappeared. We continued the session without Dr. Locke and then mutually concluded that the therapist seemed...
Needless, pointless, superfluous, more of a nuisance than anything.
No, just not necessary. Once we were able to start up again, we continued our regular weekly meetings here to continue the group, to have a glass of wine and to discuss, well, sex. It's cheaper than therapy and seems to yield about the same results.
It was actually my idea to axe Dr. Locke.
We emailed him and told him our plan. He took it remarkably well. Was very adult about the whole thing.
For a shrink. It could be an amazingly effective approach. It's revolutionary. My idea. But the men just don't stick to the rules, so as you can imagine, the effects have been minimal. Take Jerry, for example. He seems to be backsliding big time. It's not sex he's consumed with, it's orgasming, and he goes around searching for it like some pathetic, starving hyena. I've told him sex is a huge world, an entire universe, whereas an orgasm is simply a small city. No, not a city, a town. Not even a full town, a block, a minuscule block in a backwater town. I think, given the time, I could make some effect, but it's often like dealing with an imbecile.
Jerry?
A member of the group. It doesn't have to be exclusively about sex, but this is a sex therapy group session.
So a co-ed group sex therapy session without the therapist?
Marginally co-ed.
Marginally?
Apart from Jerry's sometimes visits, Jason's generally the only male.
There were a couple more early on, but as you can imagine, Sarah drove them away.
The only reason they were here was because they thought it would be an easy way to get laid. Morons. So, Ashley.
So sex. Okay. Have you ever been head over heels for someone you're simply not attracted to?
Yeah, all the time. Well, not really all the time, but I mean, well, for example,
I think that was a rhetorical question, Jason. She really wasn't asking for you to jump in and make it your story.
I was not making it my story. I was agreeing with Ashley's point that you can have a very strong feelings for, or indeed be in love with someone that you don't gel with sexually.
Gel with sexually? God, that is such an unappealing image. Go ahead, Ashley.
Everything else works. Almost. It's simply that, well, how do
I was with this guy once who was like incredible in bed. Amazing. But he was basically a moron. Brainless. I mean, he was truly an idiot.
So you just...
I tried talking to him, but talking to an idiot is not all that easy. You don't discuss Kafka with a rock. So, Ashley, what do you want to do with this guy you're in love with but don't want to fuck?
You're the delicate one.
I'm asking a pertinent question. The purpose of these meetings is for people to communicate. Get to the point. It's no sense wasting time.
Why are you so hostile?
Who the hell is hostile? So,
I'm not saying that I don't like it. It's just that
we could be here all goddamn night at this point. Let me guess. You don't come. You don't get off. You fake it. You're somewhere up on the ceiling when it's happening. Doing a crossword puzzle. It's awkward. It's not right. It doesn't gel like it should.
Now you're attacking Ashley.
I am not attacking. So did I hit it? Close, but no cigar? What's the story here?
Well, I really do love him.
I'd say that was a direct laser beam hit.
I wouldn't worry about it. Sex isn't everything.
Yeah, right?
Reporting for duty, sir.
You came.
I am a member of the group, remember? Nice crowd. Quiet. You notice how nowadays everybody looks like a bank robber or a surgeon?
You're a member whenever it suits you. That's pretty much the same way Jerry approaches his marriage.
I'm Jerry.
Jerry, meet Ashley. She's with someone she loves but doesn't particularly like sleeping with.
Oh, we have a lot in common.
You have a boyfriend you don't like sleeping with?
I really missed you, Jason. You have more choices than you think, you know.
Oh, good. Here he goes.
I'm serious. Exclusivity is such a counterintuitive concept.
But you're married.
I'm happily married. I am a happily married man. I'm as rare as a unicorn.
So you and your wife are in an open marriage?
God forbid.
Well, then...
Jerry cheats.
You don't tell your wife?
How could he cheat if he told his wife?
She doesn't know.
You think she should?
It's only fair.
To whom? To her? It would only upset her. To me, it would ruin my relationship. To my kids, it would break up their family. Who would it be fair to?
But
I'm rationally dealing with a biological imperative.
That's such bullshit.
No, it's not. It's the way we're hardwired.
Too easy.
Truthful.
Can we get that back to Ashley's problem here?
I thought I'd solved it.
This isn't Ashley's time anyway. She's not even officially a member of the group. Her Wi-Fi's down in her apartment. I told her she could sit in, get a feel for the group, and see if she wants to join. We were working on Jason's problem when we stopped last week. Go on, Jason.
Thank you. We are starting now. All right. Okay, well, this isn't easy. Sometimes I could wish I could just fuck around like Jerry, but my issues are different.
Fuck around? You wound me, Jason.
Different how?
It's complicated. You all know that since Susan and I have been taking a break to work on our issues, I haven't seen anyone else. I've intentionally not.
Yeah, we know you're in celibate mode. I admire you for acting as though it's your choice.
No sarcasm or editorializing.
Thank you.
Go on, Jason.
Right. So you know Terry.
Terry?
Yeah, Terry. Terry Acer?
Terry Acer? As in, if I could only have her for one night, I'd die happy, Terry Acer?
You mean, look at me, I'm so goddamn gorgeous and stuck up, it makes you want to throw up, Terry Acer?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that Terry Acer.
What about her?
There's a shocker.
So she runs up to me and whispers in my ear, "Help, get me out of this." She then throws her arms around me and very loudly says, "Where have you been, Dave? I've been looking all over for you." She introduces me to all these pissed off guys as Dave, her fiance. She then grabs my hand and rushes me out the door, and well, we ended up at her place, and
oh God, Jason, don't tell me that you and Terry.
He and Terry what?
Well, we didn't technically. We didn't actually.
You didn't actually what?
Well, we were on the floor, and
on the floor together. You and Terry Acer.
Jason, this is so amazingly disappointing. I could understand this story coming from Jerry. So were clothes on during this encounter?
At first, yeah, but this actually happened the second night.
Second night?
The first night we just talked. As I was leaving, she asked if she could cook me dinner, and she wanted to thank me for bailing her out. Plus, she said I make her laugh.
You made her laugh?
I can be pretty funny.
The urge just mustn't hit you much around us.
This is therapy?
Back to being on the floor with Terry.
Right. So I went to her place, brought a bottle of wine. We finished that and then started on a bottle of her wine. And she starts kissing me. And
what do you mean? Wait, starts kissing you? Either she's kissing you or she's not.
She starts kissing you and what?
She starts to unbutton my shirt, and I'm thinking, this is going someplace that I don't really want it to go.
Oh, so this is a coming out of the closet story.
If I were gay, that would be fine, but I'm not. I'm with Susan. And
Susan's gone, Jason. She's living with someone else.
Susan and I are on a break. We're working on getting back together. I think that given some time, there's a real chance that
Terry Acer has you on the floor, and you're worried about someone who doesn't even live in the city any longer? You need a hell of a lot more than therapy. She wanted to fuck you because you made her laugh?
Girls are like that. I'll sleep with a guy who makes me laugh over some stupid pretty boy any day.
Like, you went through with it, right? I mean, you did her.
Did her?
Well, that's the problem. I'm not quite sure.
You're not sure? You don't know if you...
I'm trying to figure it out, okay? So she took my clothes off, and then she took her clothes off, and we were on the floor, and I'm not there, you know? I mean, not at all. I'm thinking I should be, but...
You're not where?
I'm just not reacting. I mean, literally nothing is happening. But for some reason, it's not one of those times that nothing is happening, and I'm freaking out and feeling really embarrassed and self-conscious about it. It's almost like, oh, good, nothing can happen because Junior is sound asleep, and without him on board, there's absolutely nothing that can...
Junior? Don't give your member nicknames. That's strange.
Not so strange. I call mine...
Stop. This is not your share.
So, you weren't able to...
Well, that's where I kind of get lost.
You get lost.
Like I said, I'm reacting like a dead snail. She starts to, you know.
No, we don't know.
Well, she starts to, you know.
No, Jerry, Jason, we don't know.
So she's like, down there, and that kind of works. It gets me, well, not so much aroused, but erect. You follow? You see, I'm still not there, but physically I'm there.
Okay, so you're on the floor naked. You're not aroused, but you are erect, and
she climbs on top of me, and so then we're
You fucked Terry Acer?
well, that's the issue here. Technically, I don't really think I can be defined that way.
so you don't know whether whatever it is you did with Terry could technically be defined as sex?
Exactly. I mean, it all goes back to how one actually describes sex, right?
You are one confused.
I'm trying to figure this out.
So you don't want to have had sex with Terry?
That's crazy. Of course he wants to have had sex with Terry.
I promised Susan I would be faithful.
You're completely insane. You know that, right?
Okay, let's start again. Let's take this slowly. Okay, you two were on the floor naked. You were erect, but not aroused. There was penetration?
Well, yeah.
And your confusion lies where?
Well, what stopped everything was...
Yes?
I acted as though I more or less pretended that I had...
You faked an orgasm?
You pretended to come?
Well, I don't know if I don't know if you'd call...
You're not sure?
Yes, I did. I'm sure.
You seriously faked an orgasm?
Not funny. I couldn't figure out what else to do. So you see, I'm not sure if we actually had...
really fake orgasms?
Jason does.
It wasn't like I meant to. I didn't set out thinking I'm going to fake this one. It's not like I go around faking orgasms. I hadn't thought it would go there, and I didn't know what else to do.
He was just being a gentleman. or this is pretty much the definition of date rape, right?
Grow up, Jerry.
Happens to women all the time.
Does any of this make sense to you?
You don't get it if you haven't been there.
Why, you think Jason has? You think that Terry Acer forcibly...
That is not what I'm saying. That's not what this is about. Just forget it, okay? Let's go on to something else.
If you don't talk about this here, you never will. If you recall, there are some basic guidelines to these sessions. There is no ridiculing or mocking or physical contact, including...
There's also not supposed to be any lying, right? I mean, come on. We're supposed to believe that Terry dragged Jason to the floor, ripped his clothes off, and had her way with him? And then he faked it to stop.
Who is Terry Acer?
She was part of the group early on, came for 1 or 2 sessions. Maybe she has that predator thing usually associated with guys. There are women like that.
She is not like that. She's a great person. That is not what I'm saying. You are all missing the point. What I'm trying to figure out is if I actually had sex with her, not whether I was forced into something.
But you were forced into something, right? You said that you didn't want to have sex with her.
If you ever see her, you'll realize, yes, he did want to sleep with her. And this conversation we're having right now is not normal.
Jason, what could you have done differently in that situation?
I don't know. Just said no, I guess. Been clear. I've had to do that before. I mean, not that I've ever faked anything.
Lord, he's had to do this before.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out if I technically actually had...
I see jail time in Terry's future.
Don't be an ass, Jerry. That's not the point.
Maybe that is the point. Maybe that's precisely what this is about, and you're not dealing with it.
What is it with you two? This is what I'm asking. Isn't there really a point where something suddenly shifts from not being to being? That one point where before something happened it wasn't, and after that, crossing that line, it was? I'm just trying to figure out exactly what that point is.
Now you've given up speaking English.
You get what I'm talking about? Do you understand why I would...
I get it. But it was your call all along. She was being assertive, aggressive. But you could have stopped it at any time.
Well, it would have been damn awkward.
But you could have. She wasn't physically forcing you to...
Well, she was forceful. The point is that it had gone so far that to stop it would have been... Well, it would have been more than awkward. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, and she was being so...
Forceful, commanding, imposing.
But you had a choice every step of the way, right?
Well, a damn awkward, embarrassing choice.
But you had a choice.
You don't understand. That's not the point. What I'm trying to figure out is if I technically had...
I understand that you were placed in a very awkward, uncomfortable situation, but I also understand that you had a choice. Not everybody does.
Meaning?
Just that.
So, you...
I'm simply saying that there are a lot of people who don't...
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I didn't know what. All I'm saying is that...
maybe we can let Ashley talk.
Yeah, of course. Sure. You talk, Ashley.
I don't need to talk. I was just explaining some don't have a choice in that situation.
Right. Well, then talk about that. Remember, this is a therapy group, not just a rap session. Sometimes that involves holding each other's feet to the fire. Your turn, Ashley.
I don't need a turn.
This is an opportunity, Ashley. You brought it up for a reason.
I didn't bring anything up.
Jason's situation was pathetic but interesting. But this is...
I don't think we need to compare the situations, you know. What happened to me was pretty intense. I'm not saying it's as serious as...
I'd probably shut up now if I were you.
Okay, if you wanted to have not had sex with Terry Acer, fine, I commend you. Let's put this to rest so we can move on. Whatever you and Terry did physically was not sex, okay? Congratulations. Ashley. We won't say anything if you'd prefer. We'll just listen.
To what? I'm not saying anything.
Some part of you wants to talk about it, or you wouldn't have brought it up.
I didn't bring anything up.
If you just talk about it, it will shift for you.
Yeah? What will shift? What is it that I need to shift? I'm just here because my Wi-Fi isn't working, okay? I'm not part of this. This is such bullshit.
I beg your pardon?
This talking, these supposed sessions pretending that this is some kind of therapy group, that you're really helping each other. You're actually learning something. It's fucking pathetic.
Good, that's good. Tell us, what do you feel about that?
Don't play shrink. Or do you all just get off telling each other about sex stories? This some new type of vampire therapy? You get off on each other's stories? Make you seem what? More alive? This is such a waste of time.
Vampire therapy, I like that.
It's not like that. This works. Staying is the secret.
I'm going to take psychological advice from someone who doesn't even know if he's had sex or not?
If you talk it out, it'll make more sense to you.
I've got an even better idea. Why don't I leave?
Not now. This is your opening, Ashley. Take it.
I'll walk you out.
I don't need anyone to walk me out. Sit down. No, don't come with me. I'm serious. Don't get up. Sit the fuck down.
A lot of people run when something that matters comes up.
A lot of people leave when they're bored.
What did that guy do to you?
You want there to be a guy, right? That get you going?
We don't walk. We stay through the session.
I'm not walking out of a session. I'm walking out of a bar.
Good thing we're in a pandemic. Nobody's here to throw us out. You think she's wrestled poor Jason to the ground by now?
Ha! She'll be back.
No, she won't.
She'll be back.
Even though times get tough, I know the good, oh, the good will come around.
Done so much wrong along the way, but I've learned every day. And even though times get tough, I know the good, all the good will come around. Ain't ashamed of the road I follow, but afraid when the mist sets in. Is somebody proud of who I am? Even though I fail someday, tears are out to play. So much frustration and rage, from a hostage to a cheater in his cage. It's a struggle, and it's easy to complain. Ooh, yeah.
Wow, what an exciting performance from Fire dancer and performer Betsy Bowman. We would like to thank them for creating that amazing dance for us. You can check them out on Instagram at Betsy Bowman. Up next is another moving dance performance choreographed and performed by Brenna Barton. Both dancers are performing to the music of the lovely and talented Natalie Renee, spelt R-A-N-E-E. You can find her music on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Performed to Natalie's Walk Me Out of the Devil's Hold, Brenna's dance portrays a young adult woman figuring out if she should really be with a man in bed who only wants her for sex. She's torn between loving herself enough to not get used by him and the feeling of being wanted by a man. Following Brenna's dance, get ready for a good laugh with the return of Susan L. and the Irish word of the day with Diva in the Rough, Catherine Hughes. You can support the Diva by visiting her website at www.divaintherough.com. We would like to thank all of the collaborating artists for sharing their amazing talents with us this evening. It's great to see you all shine. Now, enjoy the rest of the show.
Frail man cloudy, standing in the heat. I see him waiting on me. He plays his guitar, oh, my fingers pick the blues. And I have nothing, so I listen to his tune. Now a red smoke fills the desert air. To walk here further should I dare. My feet burn, but I move to the rhythm of his voice. My heart turns for the cruel touch, bitter noise. Feel the tug, the red chains of the red man grabbing on. Oh, what the frail man holds for me in his blessed song. I'm torn between right and wrong. What's right and what's wrong? God have mercy on my soul. Walk me out of the devil's hole. I'm a twist of grief, great and need. I'm a twist of grief, great and need. I've been punished, taking shallow dives, tainted by the red man's lips of light. See my face, my solitude and grace, my God. Walk me out of the devil's hole.
Hello, and welcome to All Things Susan L. Today, we won't be talking about Tupperware, no, or the latest home slice vegetable slicer. No, today we are talking about SEX. That's right, talking sex with Susan L. We are going to be looking at the latest toys on the market, and we have a special guest who's professional and in the trade. I don't even know what this is, but I'm sure she'll tell us how it rates on the market. That little hole on top. So let's give a warm welcome to our professional sex worker, Patricia X Hangfire. What the hell is that applause coming from? Hello, sister. Hello, Susan L. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, sister. Patricia? No, Sister Mary, Catherine, Patricia, Rita, of the Sisters of the Holy Thorn and Hangfire. I have to tell you, Susan L., we are such huge fans. Oh, that's shoulder pad. We're such huge fans, and I'm so happy to be here on Susan L.'s episode of Self-Care. Now, straight out the gate, Susan L., if you don't mind me saying, for self-care, excuse me, I should have ironed this. My goodness, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. You look lovely. It's the shoulder pads. Meditation, prayer, and finding a quiet place are all ways to create self-care. Don't you think, Susan?
Oh, I guess, sister, but actually, sister, oh, you look so lovely. It's Sister Mary, this episode is about a different kind of self-care. Yeah, this episode, God forgive me, this episode is about sex, sister. I said sex, sister.
I heard you. I heard you, my child. Could I get a glass of water?
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear. God preserve us.
Now we know what it is.
I don't think, excuse me, Susan, I've been caught off guard. I don't think I'm the nun for the job. You could contact Sister Rosa at the Sisters of Perpetual Help. She teaches physical education and sexual education. I wish you the best of luck with your heathen episode.
Oh, sister.
But I must go.
I'm so sorry, sister. I'm so sorry, sister. I was expecting Patricia X Hangfire. She's a professional sex worker. You know, she's a prostitute.
I know what a sex worker is. I'm not an imbecile. I'm a nun. A woman of the cloth, may I remind you. A bride of Christ. I will take my leave now. Enjoy burning in an eternal lake of hellfire. God bless you.
Maybe you'd come back next week, sister, when we're just doing some baking. I'm probably going to make some banana bread.
Will it have chocolate in it?
I guess, yes.
Excellent, you sinner.
Damn it. Where is he? Where is he? Where is the producer? Someone back there, I know. You. Tell me where he is. I want to know. I want to know. Why do I not have a real desk? This is a bloody keyboard with my piano stool on it. Where'd you get the tablecloth? Did you steal it off of my nan? Huh? No? Where's the producer? 2. Who booked the nun? Who booked her onto the show this week?
It wasn't. Ali here, floor producer, director, as of today. Just so you know, it was a co-production. And it wasn't us that booked the guest, it was Diva in the Rough, Irish Word of the Day, who booked the guest.
God damn it. Peggy McFadden.
Hello, and welcome to the Irish Word of the Day, special edition. I'm Peggy McFadden. Today's word is ride, or as they say in Dublin, roid. In Ireland, ride is not referring to sitting in a car or hopping up on a pony. No, ride is referring to sex. Finding someone attractive enough to hop up on yourself. It can also be used as a compliment, though a crass one. For instance, that fella there is gorgeous. He's a real ride. Ride. Not to be confused, of course, with someone like Susan L., who isn't a ride, but a slapper. Ride. She's a ride, all right. Town bicycle. Everyone's had a ride. What? Oh, we haven't cut? Oh. Ride.
Hi, my name is Kouhi Roper, and I'm the playwright who wrote A Quiet Place. I now live in Abilene, Texas, but years ago lived in Canada where the play is set. I wrote the play to entertain, but also to challenge us all to think carefully about the consequences of the choices we make regarding our sexual desires. You can find other things that I've written in all kinds of genres on my website at cdroper.com. Hope you enjoy the play, and thanks for supporting the arts.
I'm torn between right and wrong. What's right and what's wrong?
Well, that's good. Like to see Holton find some fault with that. Don't understand why people can't read. Plain as day, it says, please place empty bottles in rack. Plain as day. But nobody does it.
Hey there, Captain. How about some service? Or isn't this a hotel like it says outside? I am muchly in need of a place to hang my hat for the night.
Yeah, I'll be with you in just a minute.
Well, get a hustle on there, Captain. Time wasn't made to waste. You got a room?
Sure, we got a room. It's a hotel, ain't it?
Ain't it? Or is it? I begin to wonder.
Just sign your name there. You can have number 10, second floor.
Just a minute, Captain. How much is this little jewel gonna cost old Johnny? He's got a terrible thirst on, and he doesn't aim to spend all his savings on rooms.
$5 in advance.
Fair enough, friend. There you be. Spend it on a pint of your best. Now, Captain, tell me, what's there to do for entertainment around this dump, eh? Come on, you can tell old Johnny.
Well, there ain't much recreation except for the show. I don't know what's on there. Oh, sometimes there's hockey, but the ice all melted.
Captain, that is not what I'm talking about.
In that case, I don't rightly know what you're looking for. Used to be, people were pretty well satisfied.
Sure, Captain, but this isn't used to be time. You give my key to me, I'll get on up so I can get back down and drown this.
As soon as I can find it, you sure can have it.
Who is that?
Oh, man.
Sure enough.
Friend of Clara's. That's all I know. And I don't expect it's any of your business. Here's your key.
Thanks, Captain, for your promptness. Oh, good evening, ma'am.
Oh, I have to put up with people like that. Holton could just be glad that I'm still willing to do my job. Yes, sir.
What's that, George?
I said I'm doing my job. That's all I'm doing. And I ain't doing no more.
Sure, George. You just do your job and you won't have to worry.
Yeah, well, I do all I can. I can't do no more. Work and work, and I get no thanks and hardly any pay.
Oh, hello, George.
Oh, hello there, Clara. I forgot that you were there. There was such a smart aleck here. Got me all mad. How you feeling?
Better, thank you.
Good evening, Miss Joan.
Got an evening paper, George?
Sure, right here.
Thank you.
Wish I could say the same for myself. My arthritis is bothering me again. Afraid there's gonna be a snow yet, in spite of what they say.
Glad you're feeling better, Clara.
They laughed at me last winter, but I guess I showed them.
I hope you weren't confined too long. Was the bed comfortable?
Shut up.
I thought it was spring for good. I told them it'd snow.
Just trying to be friendly. I like to keep on good terms with my guests. Of course, I expect a little.
Sure. Sure, we guests should get along too. Many thanks for your kindness.
Fine, fine. Well, girl, how are tricks?
He has 3 kids.
What?
He has 3 kids. And a wife. She keeps his house. She carried his children. She sleeps with him. They had a fight. Off he runs, fills himself with cheap whiskey, And this damned whoremonger.
Well, I guess we know what that makes you. But that's how it goes on the stormy seas of matrimony. That's why I never married. Very bad, but profitable.
Hate your guts.
Careful what you say there. The situation could be altered, you know. So where's my share?
Why, you?
Don't let it worry you. I'll get mine, all right. I'll get mine. Well, Miss Jones, good evening and good hunting. So long, George. Don't take too much of that arthritis medicine. Oh, and George, be sure and pick up the cigarette butts off the floor.
Sure. Let George do it. He'll get 'em. Oh. I don't see yet why people can't use ashtrays. Do my job, can't say I don't. And I keep it looking pretty nice around here. Not much you find people who are proud of the job they do.
Yeah, and I guess you know what that makes you.
What'd you say?
Nothing, George. Do you want a Coke?
No, I don't think so. It's bad for my arthritis.
George, what's it like to have 3 kids?
Well, now, Clara, I don't know. I never tried it.
Sure. I mean to have a family and home.
Well, to tell the truth, I can't hardly remember. It's been 23 years now since Elaine died. Haven't thought much about it since.
George, I was a nice girl when I was little.
When you was little? Well, that don't make no sense. You're nice now, ain't you?
Sure, George. Sure.
Hey, what in the world's wrong with you? I ain't never seen you.
Nothing. I just don't feel too good.
Oh, well, here, try some of this.
We would like a room for the night.
Well, you're come to the right place, mister. This is a hotel.
Yes, that's quite evident. Do you have a room?
Oh, yes, sir. A sign right here, Mr.
Johnson, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Johnson and wife. That is, I mean, you see, sir, we haven't been married very long, and I'm not quite used to addressing.
Sure, Mr. Johnson. I know just how it is. I'll give you, let's see. Oh, do you want twin beds or double bed?
We'll have a double bed, please. That's what we have at home.
Yes. Well, I'll give you room number 7, right across the hallway from the bathroom. $6, payable in advance.
That'll be fine. We were on our way to Winnipeg, you know. Thought we'd drive all night until we got there. But we saw your town and my wife was tired, so we thought we'd spend the night here and go on in the morning. Better to rest in a hotel than end up somewhere in a ditch. Most inconvenient. Anyway, that's why $6, you say?
$6.
Yes, yeah, here you are. We'll go on up. Where is it?
Oh, I'll show you. It's right up here to the left of the head of the stairs. Take your bag?
No, that's all right. We'll get them. Young and strong, that's us. Nice town you've got.
Well, I don't know. I've seen worse. Anyway, it's handy. Now, if you'll just come right up here with me.
Come on, honey.
Did you have to say so much?
You can't let him suspect.
Be sure thy sins will find thee out. Yes, friends. The consequences of sin are grave indeed. Paul says the wages of sin is death, and history teaches us that he is right. And the most fearful consequences, results of sin, are eternal. As for all the fornicators and liars and murderers and stuff like that, their part shall be in the lake that burns with fire and brimstone eternally and forever and ever. Amen, so be it, brother.
Why, now that's right good, Clara. I didn't know you knew scripture.
Well, sure I do.
Hey, Clara, come on in. I'll buy you a drink.
Later, Buster, later. Yes, George, I can quote all kinds. Listen to this. Our Father, which art in heaven.
Oh, that ain't scripture.
Sure it is, but I got lots more. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall want, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Jesus wept. I know all kinds. Do you want to hear one about sin? I know lots of them about sin. All unrighteousness is sin. Or maybe you'd prefer something like, keep thyself pure, or blessed are the pure in heart, and so forth and so on.
Gosh, Clara, you must read the Bible a lot.
Every night. Can't sleep, so I read the Bible. How's that for goodness, eh, George?
I almost got religion once.
Oh.
This was here fella came up from the south with a tent meeting. Oh, he could sure holler.
Say, George, did you know my dad was a preacher? Only, he wasn't the hollering kind. He was stern and dignified with a kind of holy nose. He wouldn't let me go with the boys. He caught me kissing one when I was 15, beat me with a strap.
Well, now that sure surprises me. I didn't take you for a preacher's kid.
Well, no, George. Most folks don't. Most folks don't. That is funny. You don't know how funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's all right. He died before I finished high school. Heart trouble.
Oh, now that's too bad. My heart ain't so good either. Could go any time. I guess I better take some of my medicine. Heart's feeling kind of fuzzy.
Well, what happens in Pogo tonight? Is there anything interesting?
No, I haven't looked.
Careful there, Captain. That may be the hind leg of the dog that bit you. Drink too much, and you may founder on it.
Mr. Coulter, this is medicine. I take it for my arthritis.
Ah, call me Johnny. All my friends do, except when they call me worse things. Yeah, medicine, is it? Oh, I wish my doctor would prescribe medicine like that for me. Yeah, now, Captain, I got me all settled, and I got my glad rags on. If you would kindly point me in the direction of the floor show.
Well, now there's a show in town, but like I said, I'm not
Never
sure.
mind, never mind. But you could tell me where I might find that pretty young lady who's also boarding at this fine establishment. You know, the one who was coming down when I was going up.
Oh, you mean Clara? Well, I don't know what good it'll do to tell you, but she sits right over there.
Thanks, Captain. I can tell you are a man who can deliver the goods.
Yeah, well, I do my job as best I can. Ain't so good sometimes, but I'd like to see him find someone who could do so much for so little money. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Nice evening, isn't it? That the evening paper? I wonder if I might see the sports page. Well, what do you know? The Yankees won again.
Oh,
There you are.
thank you.
Glad to do it. Can you believe it's warm enough to play baseball this time of year?
No, it doesn't seem possible.
I think my next job will be somewhere in the South. Maybe selling beaver coats to Texans. Texans. Do you live here all the time, Miss?
Jones. Yes, I am a permanent resident of this hotel.
Oh, glad to know you, Miss Jones. My name's Coulter, Johnny Coulter, but you can call me Johnny. Say, how about a drink? I'd be happy to buy you one.
No, thank you, Mr. Coulter.
Tell me, Miss Jones, what's there for a man to do around here for entertainment?
There's a movie down the street.
Oh, don't give me that movie line again. I'm not interested in movies. You know what I'm talking about, Miss Jones.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're trying to say, Mr. Coulter.
Haven't you? Well, isn't that interesting? Are you sure you haven't? Don't play dumb with me, Miss Jones. I saw you coming down those stairs. Oh, trying to raise the price, are you?
George, this man is bothering me.
Look here, mister. You bothering Clara?
Sure, I'm bothering Clara. Why shouldn't I?
I'll tell you why not. You can insult an old man if you want. That's part of my job, I guess. But I'm not about to let you get by with bothering a lady in this hotel.
Oh, no? What are you going to do about it, Captain?
Hey, Clara, old gal. There's a free beer here for you. Come get it before I wash my feet in it.
Yeah, I'm coming. George, I've got to go. I want to talk to a friend now. I'm not feeling too good.
Oh,
I may need to go up to my room soon.
well, sure, Clara. But you take care of yourself, mind? Hmm?
Yeah, George. Bye.
Well, I'll be dead.
And you can just keep your filthy language out of here.
Oh, shut up! Old man!
Slimy little weasel. Clara sure is a nice girl. Yep, there's nothing bad about Clara. She should take better care of herself, though. Oh, hello. I was just dusting up a little. Come on, down here. Sit down. Now, what's your name? My name's Miller. George Miller. But most folks call me George. If they need anything, they just holler George, and he gets
My
it.
name is Joan. Johnson. How's that song, the one you were whistling?
Oh, that one? I learned it in a tent meeting back in the 40s. It goes like this. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunlight. We'll understand it all by and by. Ain't that nice? I thought so when I first heard it.
Right. Do you own this hotel, Mr. Miller?
George, just George. No, ma'am, I just work here. Mr. Holton owns the hotel. You see, backside front, Holton's Hotel. But it's a good job. I worked for the railroad for 40 years, got a pension. My old legs couldn't do nothing more. Between the pension and the little I get paid here, I get by. Besides, like my wife said, keeps me out of mischief. I don't think I could find a better.
Joan!
Oh, here, Mr. Johnson. Here's your husband, ma'am.
I wondered where you'd gone.
I was hungry. I wanted something to eat.
Oh, speaking of eating, I think I'll go over across the street for a bite of coffee and pie. I usually do about now. I can see right over here if somebody comes in. I'll just take a little drop for my arthritis first. Well, I'll see you folks.
Goodbye. So, you're hungry. I'm hungry too. But I'm hungry for you. Ah, Joan, I love you.
Dick, I love you.
I could eat you up.
Please don't. Here now, better quit this before someone comes in.
I can see it all now. Love in a hotel lobby. Now, ain't that romantic? Oh, honey, I love you.
I love you too, but don't. Don't.
Come on.
No. Dick, I told you I'm hungry.
You didn't mean it. You're not serious.
Certainly I'm serious. I'm weak with hunger. Almost.
Well, come on, let's go get something to eat.
Wait, Dick, wait a minute. Let's talk.
Oh, come on now, get off it. We've talked and talked.
Please? Please, Dick.
All right, we'll talk. Now, what shall we talk about? The extreme length of the walrus's beard? Or maybe the distinguishing characteristics of the South American crocodile? Or perhaps the number of eggs laid in Canada in a year? Or what?
I don't know, just about things.
What kind of things? Things like maybe the birds and the bees? Now that sounds like a good topic to me.
No. Oh, Dick, can't you be serious for even a minute? I want to talk about us and about us being here.
About our being here, you mean? We've talked all that out. It's simply a matter of finding a place, a quiet place, to be alone. At university, we're never by ourselves. At your house, your mother hovers about us. At my house, my mother does the same. There's no place, no time, no chance to be alone, just by ourselves, to talk, to think about our future. So it's just a quiet place to be together.
You know as well as I do, that's not it.
Of course it is.
With a double bed?
All right, it isn't. Who cares? I know it, you know it. Let's make the best of it.
Oh, Dick, but there is no best, is there? There's nothing good, nothing right about it. That's the trouble. It should be beautiful and pure and sweet, but it all seems so sordid, so ugly. As stopping at a cheap hotel, telling lies, giving a false name. It's so low. It's so dirty, so despicable.
Honey, don't talk like that. It's not dirty, not low. It's love, the most wonderful thing in the world.
Love? How could it be when it makes you feel so guilty and rotten?
Not love? Yes, it is. Look into your own heart and you'll know it is. You wouldn't have come this far if you didn't love me. You love me, don't you? Don't you?
I don't know. I mean, oh, Dick, dearest, I love you. I love you maybe too much.
Not too much. Just enough.
Enough. Do I?
Of course you do. Joan, you must remember, this is not wrong. This is right. The way men and women were made to grow up, to live together, to sleep together.
Before they're married.
Now listen, Joan, what magic is there in the wedding ceremony to make something that was completely wrong into something that is absolutely right? Those few words don't change anything. It's love before, it's love afterwards. Oh, why all this talk? If you don't love me, just say so and we'll forget it.
Oh, Dick.
What? Why, Joan, what's the matter?
I love you, Dick.
I know you do.
Do you love me? Do you love me, Dick?
Sure, I love you, honey. I love you with everything I am.
Will you marry me?
Joan, I've already said I will.
Oh, Dick, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Come on, let's go up.
But wait. What if they find out?
Honey, they won't. They figure we're at the university by now. Who's to tell them any different?
But still, what if they do?
Honey, don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about anything. Just, come on, let's go up.
Not now, Dick. Later. I want some food.
Oh, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Tell you what, I'll go get some sandwiches and bring them when I get back. You wait. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You go, then. I've got to get ready. I'll tell you when.
Oh, come on.
Go. Excuse me, miss. Could I trouble you for a light?
I'm sorry, I haven't gotten one.
Oh, so you don't smoke, do you?
No.
That's good. Neither did I when I was your age. Well, how do you like our little hotel?
It's I don't know, it's quite nice.
Oh, haven't stayed many times in hotels, have you?
No, this is the first.
It may be not the last day. Well, hotel life is not so bad once you get used to it.
What?
There you are, Miss Jones. Or should I say, Clara? I've been looking for you. I'd like to buy you a drink.
I'm afraid I'm not thirsty.
You were thirsty a minute ago.
I'm not now.
You're not, eh?
Hmm.
You're so high and mighty. I've been hearing about you, lady. And what I hear tells me that you're not a lady.
Really?
Really? All right. Here's my money. What about it? What's the matter with it?
Well, the main thing that's the matter with it is that you've handled it. Now, I don't want to touch the filthy, stinking stuff. Stuff it back in your pocket and crawl back into your hole.
Why, you're mighty sassy for a...
Hold your tongue. And get this, mister, I pick my friends, and I do not pick you to be among them. I'm not some dog to come when you whistle. So if you don't stop bothering me, you're going to wish you had.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, forget it. Yeah, I just thought that...
You thought wrong.
Yeah, forget it. Forget it. Huh? You high-handed woman. Sorry.
The nerve.
I've never seen the like.
I have. Here, have a Coke, Miss, oh, what did you say your name was?
Mrs. Johnson. Mrs. Joseph Johnson.
That's funny. I could have sworn I heard you call your husband Dick just a minute ago. Well, here's your Coke.
Thank you. You see, Dick is sort of his pet name. That's just what I call him in private.
I see. You live around here, do you?
Not far away. We're just visiting relatives in Winnipeg.
Do you have any relatives there?
Just my brother and his wife.
And what university did you say you attended?
The University of... I never said I attended a university.
Didn't I hear you mention that?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe not. Kind of hard, isn't it, being married and both of you going to university?
No, that is, we get by.
Your husband works, does he? Where?
I don't know. I mean,
Or maybe you work.
No. Yes, I do.
And what kind of job do you have?
Well, I right now don't have a job.
Yes, it's pretty hard to live, I imagine, with both of you taking classes. Matter of fact, I would say it's impossible. Oh, by the way, you did bring your marriage certificate, didn't you?
No, I don't think so.
You can get into trouble, for renting a hotel room if you haven't got something to prove you're married, especially if you're as young as you and your husband are. You are married, aren't you?
What is this? Who do you think you are?
Just curious, that's all. Now, I am not condemning you. Let him that is without sin cast the first stone. He even seems like a good idea. He looks quite well off. Just lure him into your trap, sleep with him, then if he's honorable enough to marry you. It's the way to get your man.
Why, you...
Do not call me names, dearie, until you've looked in the mirror. It's true, isn't it? Isn't it?
No, it's not true. It's not that way at all. We're engaged. We're in love. You don't understand.
I don't understand. Oh, there was never anyone who understood anything as well as I do that. I'll tell you what, when I was 15, I felt the same thing. Love. Love, strong and beautiful and sweet and fine. For a boy 3 years older. The second boy that ever looked at me. First one my father ran off, but he didn't know about this and I didn't intend for him to find out. Oh, the boy loved me and I loved him. We planned to be married. We were going to have 12 children and live on a 10,000-acre ranch. My, but it was a remarkable thing the way we loved each other. So it was all right, he said. Why wait? Only happened in the summer in the woods instead of a rundown hotel.
What happened?
We ran off, but my father sent the RCMP after us. We were together a week.
And?
He left. Never saw him again. But he told his friends, and they came like dogs. I stood them off as long as I could, but then I fell the second time, and the third soon lost track. My father found out. He beat me and locked me in the house. Didn't do any good.
How awful.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. It started me on my career, and quite a profitable one.
You mean you...
Don't look so shocked, little lady. Have you been kept in a closet your whole life? Law of supply and demand. There's a demand. People like you and me supply that demand. Yes, like you and me. The only difference is that I make money out of it and you don't. And neither do you need to feel sorry for me. Quite frankly, the reason I'm in this business is that I enjoy bumping bellies with the customers. I expect you'll get that way. Well, I better go see my client, so have fun.
At last, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Clara, come here a minute.
Wait here.
Blasted woman. How did I get a hold of the Neil? Waiting in there, wait up here, wait upstairs. I get tired of waiting, don't you, lady? Your boyfriend got back with your sandwiches yet? Sandwiches. That's funny. At a time like this, who thinks of food? Like when the rooster quit chasing the hen to go after the corn. Mighty hungry rooster.
That man was my husband.
Your husband, sure, lady, that was your husband, and I'm your uncle. Say, tell me, what's he giving you? You hold him up like the Jones woman?
Oh, okay. I must go.
Say, lady, I tell you what, you're waiting and I'm waiting. So why don't we make the best of our time? We just combine our talents.
Don't get out of my way.
Oh, come on. Don't be a party pooper. I can pay too, you know.
Oh, let me go!
Martin, you drunken fool. Leave her alone. Just go upstairs. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, all right. Make sure you are. Wait.
Okay, here, honey. Sit over here. You're all right. You're okay.
He thought I was...
Well, what did you expect?
But I'm not! Oh, Dick, let's leave. Let's leave right now.
There, honey, what's the matter? We've got our room already.
Leave the room. I won't stay. It's like a nightmare.
But we got the room already. We already
No,
paid.
no.
Get a hold of yourself, Joan. Quit crying. Now, what is this?
I want to go now. Can't you understand?
Why? We've already got our room.
Never mind the reason. Never mind the room. Let's just leave.
You know what this means, don't you? If we leave now,
what?
It means we're through. Finished. Well?
I'm going.
Keep back thy servant from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me, then I shall be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. The words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and redeemer.
Hello, Clara. How you doing? Feel all right?
Yes, George, I feel all right.
You're not going to be sick, are you?
No, I don't think I'll be sick.
Well, that's nice. Yes, sir, that's fine. If it wasn't that I take my medicine regularly, I'd expect I'd soon come down with something. Say, did you ever eat any of Lacey's lemon pie?
No.
Oh, it sure is good. I just had some. And if old George says it's good, it's good. Because he doesn't say things just to flatter. Oh, Mr. Johnson. You ain't leaving, are you?
Yes, my wife decided she was anxious to get on to Winnipeg, so we thought we'd go on. Could we get some refund on our money?
Well, now, you sure you want to leave? If it's the room, we could do something about
No, we're sure.
Okay, let's see then. $6 you paid? You use the room hardly at all. Did you take a bath? No? Okay. Keep $1 for myself. And here's your $5. Thank you very much. And sorry you couldn't stay.
Yes, thank you.
Guess you're waiting on your wife, huh? I guess that's what a man spends half his life doing. Still, I reckon some are worth waiting for.
Huh?
I said, I suppose some women are worth waiting for.
Yes, I guess so.
Well, I better get back to work. Don't know how these floors get so dirty. And pop bottles all over the floor. Plain as day. It says, please place empty bottles in the rack.
Well, goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye, Mr. Miller. George.
goodbye, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. Oh, let me get the door for you. Nice young couple.
Clara, are you coming up?
One of your friends is calling for you.
I heard him.
Clara, who do you think you are, keeping me waiting like this? Come on now.
Martin Durward. You can go to hell.
And now, the cast and crew of Intimate Perspective.
Hi, my name is Olivia Oberto, and I played Ashley in Hang Fire.
I am Marlo K. Shaw, and I played Sarah in Hang Fire.
I'm Dave Kouhi. I play Jason in Hang Fire and Martin in A Quiet Place.
I'm Peter. I play Jerry in Hang Fire and Grant Holton in A Quiet Place.
I'm Paul. I played George in A Quiet Place.
I'm Jamie. I played Johnny in A Quiet Place. And please support indie music and follow at Glass Cactus on Instagram, Glass Cactus Music on Instagram.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Freia, and I played Clara in A Quiet Place. Please have a wonderful evening.
My name is Gabriella Circosta, and I played Joan in A Quiet Place.
Hi, I'm Jayden Tinianov, and I played Dick in A Quiet Place. Make sure to follow Enjoy the Ride Project on Instagram.
Hi, I'm Lori Moritz, and I was the Zoom stage manager in Swing for Hang Fire and A Quiet Place.
That was John Sellens, and as you can guess, he was the person responsible for the stream tonight, and he was also our OBS stage manager. I'm Andrew Pawarroo, and I was and am the assistant producer and co-director of Intimate Perspectives.
My name is Christine Fraser, and I'm the producer and co-director of Intimate Perspectives and the Wine Hands. Thanks so much for bringing us into your home tonight, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Our next production, Reunited, will be on May 1st, 2021, and will focus on reunions. Interested in participating? Taped auditions and artist collaboration applications for the show are due by tomorrow. More details can be found on our website. Make sure you don't miss any of our productions, audition or artist collaboration notice, or special releases by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us on social media. You can find the links in the YouTube description below. If you missed our introduction, just a reminder that we will be donating 40% of the funds raised to Action Canada for Sexual Health and Rights and 10% to True North Aid. The remaining 50% will be split equally between the cast and crew, whose countless hours of work has made tonight possible. A link to the GoFundMe campaign can be found in the YouTube description below or on our website at www.weallshineproductions.com. Thanks again for joining us, and remember, we all shine, so share the light.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been a ruin of many a poor girl and me. Oh God, I'm one She's